Hey, so I've got another journal that's done that I'm ready to share with you. I'm gonna leave it just with ugly covers because it's got like a suede texture, and I don't know that anything would. I mean, I'm sure stuff would stick to it, but I'm not gonna mess with making it like the best cover ever just to have it chip off, and I think that it would unless I really went to town, and honestly, I'm not willing to put forth that much effort. So I'm gonna sit down in my chair by the desk and flip through the journal and talk to you. So you know how it goes. Hopefully you didn't just see my head just then. Um this is another journal that I started a long time ago, it feels like, and then finished recently. So we'll see what we can come up with. When I was still doing Sweet Red Clover, so obviously that was quite a long time ago. Um, this is for that's where my address is, so nobody comes to find me. If you do come and find me, bring me a nice present. You know what I mean? um, this I don't know if I have a lot to say about much of it. This is chalk pastels, oh, which one is it? It's either, I think it's soft pastels, but anyway, it's just, the chalky ones versus the oily ones is what this is made out of. And this was a card that you sent me, and I've got it so I can see the back and know the lady's name is Henrietta Fetty, that painted the card. So I got it in there with washi tape so I don't forget, um, who made it. And this girl who kind of has a mustache, but honestly, I'm getting older and I kind of feel her pain. I like her okay. You can see how dusty she is. The pastels that I used were just the super cheap like Michael's brand ones, and it wasn't they're fine for certain stuff, but definitely not for art related stuff. But this came out okay, so maybe I shouldn't say that. Um I had done in this book a bunch of backgrounds. Like this was like where I was painting something else and had a bunch of leftover paint, and I was like, I just slapped that on there. Or um and throughout like the first at least half of this book, I've got backgrounds that are like that where I was doing something else and had leftover materials, so I just squished them through there. Um so that's kind of how I ended up with collage, because I didn't know what else to do with uh, over top of some of them, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And again, weird pink situation, because I don't care about pink. Why is there so much pink? It's so weird. I love this background, or this, yeah, scrapbook paper in the background. This small one. It came off one of those 6x6 pads, and I love that piece of scrapbook paper so much. Um, Puppy dog. And this has I like the scrapbook paper that's in the background of this page. I put I glued down the scrapbook paper. There was paint involved, and then it was just really ugly and disjointed, so I put gesso over top and drew the dog. And again, this was a really long time ago that I had like 3 or 4 pages that I had done something to over top of the schmutz, you know what I mean? And then I started back at it. So some of this is um older and some of it's newer. Like the backgrounds are all older, and then some of the stuff, like this stuff, is a little bit newer. The house here, I think I followed a tutorial that I saw on YouTube, where else like a speed paint type thing of somebody doing this on YouTube, but I can't remember. You know me, we've met before, who it was or what it was, but I somewhat remember following like a video tutorial, and I think that this is interesting to me. This looks like, I don't know if you remember the TV show Hey Arnold, like if the kids were that age to watch that show whenever it was new, but he reminds me of Gerald from Hey Arnold. It's the hair, I think. So that's Gerald from Hey Arnold. Again with the pink, and I think this is super cute. What is wrong with me? Pink. Oh, these cards were from iCAD, Index Card a Day Challenge, when that was a long time. It was at least 2013. So the background of this is those chalks I used. Like I made a template and like with the uppy downy lines. What are those? I don't know what you call it. Mountain looking lines. I don't know. And then used oh goodness, a sponge and the chalk pastels and went around. And that was the background. And then everything else got glued in over top. This I think was a copycat of something that I saw on Pinterest. But again, it was in 2013. So I'm not 100% sure who or what or where or why or how. So I apologize. And I really like this so much. Again, there's that cool scrapbook paper. And that one's cool too. All scrapbook paper cool. I like how this turned out so much. I had the chalk background. Same thing. I made a template and I was just messing around to see what I could do with the templates. And whatever, and then left it like that. And then this one, I was like, oh, it looks really mountainy. So then I did the scrapbook paper, like, these are the mountains. And the quote is, John Muir, into the forest I go to lose my mind and find my soul. So that's, I don't know. I think I really like how this came out so much. Some things are just like that. I know it's such a simple thing. And the tree, I made the tree because I had messed up lettering and I screwed up Lou's and I screwed it up again when I went to do it. I'm horrible at writing things. So I put the tree and now like the tree is one of my, like, it's a fun part for me. I like how that looks. I like this one too. Again, I like some of these things. It's the same thing, template in the background with the chalks and whatever. I love these letters on that scrapbook paper. Somebody sent those to me in Happy Mail a long time ago, and this is an image out of a magazine that I liked that image and I cut it out. I don't know why, but these are simple and whatever, but I like how they look. And I love that quote. Perhaps he knew, as I did not, that the earth was made round so that we would not see too far down the road. And it's Isaac Denison. I like that. Same deal with this. Very simple. I love it so much how this turned out. It just, I don't know, worked out perfectly for whatever reason. I really like it. This is from like a day pass thing or whatever to Huntington Beach in South Carolina. It's the thing that you hang on your window, your rearview mirror, so that they know you paid to get in there and park there and stuff. That's what that is. And it's such a stupid thing, but I couldn't get rid of it. And so now I'm happy it has a home. 100 years ago, when Leonard was still alive, he like once or twice would play rummy with us. And normally I am so good at playing rummy. Like, I'm really good at it. And I don't know if you can see the scores here, but he got like 225 points to my 65 points. Even Andy was beating me, but 225. Nobody ever beats me at rummy. So I was like, what the what? But it's just I don't know why I had kept the paper. I didn't keep it on purpose at the time. It was just in the back of a notebook and I found it and remembered. So it was just it's a little thing, but it was nice memory, I think. I'm pretty sure I copied this girl, the idea of this for sure, and this girl probably pretty directly off of Pinterest. Although these little spiky circle flowers, I don't know what you call them, those are mine, and I love them, and I do them a lot, and I like them quite a lot. A lot. This was, again, it's probably not directly, but a direct copy, but very similar to something I saw on Pinterest, with the colorful background and the black and white image and the colorful background. I used the Posca paint marker to do this, and those paint markers are super cool, but they tear up paper like so bad. I don't know if it's all of them, but the Poscas do it, and I have another brand of markers that does it. And the Poscas are like the super popular fancy schmancies or whatever. And I have another brand of acrylic paint marker that is not a super schmancy one, but it does the same thing. It like just eats up the paper. It's crazy. I don't know why, what the deal is, like the combination of the acrylic paint plus the marker nibs on them just destroys paper. This girl, this mermaid, her face is funny. I don't know. I like it a little bit. And these little like ghost balloon fish or whatever. I think I started out, I was going to draw them and be balloons. And then I was like, I drew the mermaid. And then I was like, no, they're fish. But for some reason they remind me of like ghosties, but like Pac-Man ghosties, probably because they're different colors. I don't know, but they're ghost balloon fish. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know? I have a marker. I think I gave you one. It's not a marker. It's a colored pencil. Good grief. That is, has the different color tip on it. Sorry, I'm turning away so I can grab one. It's this. I don't know if you can see. Ooh, I'll be one of those fancy people. Like, well, I don't know if you can see that, but it says Black Pal. I got it off of Amazon, and it's got the multicolor LEDs. And I had painted the background and didn't know what else to do, so I just had started like doodling with it, and this is what came out. It looks really good on white paper. I don't know that I really care for it on that particular surgeon scrub top green. I like that color, but not with the colored pencils. So, again, same thing, the whooshy background, which I think was, for some reason, I want to say it's ink instead of watercolor paint, but again, I could be wrong about that. And these girls, again, especially this one, inspired by something I saw on Pinterest, like very strongly, to the point where it's probably a copycat. I did her first, and then I did her, and she was more, I was trying to make this more something of like my own style. I don't know. So I got obsessed about those black and white flowers with the colorful backgrounds and did a couple more of those. This was one of the first things, I don't know, I think I had done, again, it was all background stuff, like you can kind of see the ink on this coming through, and I had done all these backgrounds, and I think this was in like, again, 2013 or something. Then I did this page, and it was, I'm fairly certain this was my own deal, but it was strongly inspired by, I think the lady's name is Pam Garrison. She did a lot of like, patterning stuff with different, like a certain color scheme and stuff. And I don't know that I particularly love this, but I don't particularly hate it. And I feel like that's something, because I get very impatient with the patterning. I don't know how people find it relaxing versus tedious, but I don't hate this. So there is that. I did on this, it was like a challenge thing. I did the, it was like draw a shape or whatever, and then make a face to fit in the shape. Like, I guess to practice like doing cartoony stuff, or, you know, improving your mind's eye or whatever. But this one, and that one were from that, and maybe that one. I think all the ones that have the like red, I'm fairly certain, so not the others, and were from that thing. And then I was like, I'm going to fill this in. So I added this and this and this and this. And then I was like, not enough. So I added the hands, the creepy hands reaching up, which I really enjoy the creepy hands. For some reason, they make me like, they look like spooky monster hands, but also I really like them. So I don't know. And then I was like, still not enough. It's still ugly. So I was like, if it's still ugly, if I just keep adding more to it, maybe it'll be less ugly. And trust me, I know it's hard to believe, but this is less ugly than when it was just these couple faces on it. So I don't know. This I had just done test colors or whatever for, I had the Kohinoor, circle, like watercolor palette, and I was doing, swatches, and of each of the, what it is like I might have given this to you. I might have given this to you. It's a circle, and like, there's like 6 clearly, little things of watercolor, but you can twist it off, and there's others underneath. Obviously there are 4 of them. So on each one, I did the colors, used the colors below. So that's why that looks like that. But also, they didn't turn out great. I used the James Luke Burke stamp, and I don't know. They didn't turn out great, but they're in here now, and it wasn't like an important, like, I'm trying to make this look nice. I just wanted to kind of have an idea of what was in the palette. So that's what I think happened. I could be totally wrong. I mean, it's definitely, I was testing that, but first, I mean, it doesn't seem like these colors would be on the same level together, but who knows? Maybe that is the case. I did her with some kind of marker that I had got. Creepy hand. I like her hair is curly. This one, again, something I saw on Pinterest. The girl especially strongly inspired by whatever it was that I saw on Pinterest, and then I did the background deal. Same with this. It was the same thing basically, except I used watercolor and colored it in. More creepy hands. They're my favorite. I had bought some. These are alcohol markers, and these are watercolor markers, and these are they're Ecoline watercolor markers. The colors are very vibrant, but also probably not my favorite colors. I don't know why I do stuff like this. You'll probably end up with these because I don't know we'll see how it goes. These are the Dream pens, which I got them on. I know that I got both of these things and this because they were on clearance at Michael's and they were super cheap. But I don't use these, and I need to because I like the colors of these much better somehow than the color of these. They're like slightly more muted, I think these are than these. I don't know, but I quite like those colors. There's something about them. There's more of my spiky circle flowers. 2 different versions. Again, I like how these look for some. I don't know why I like them as much as I do. I was trying to draw houses. Not great. It's hard. Their houses are hard. I have a hard time with everything, but also like house perspective. It's like I know how to do it. I've watched the videos. I could tell you what I'm kind of supposed to do, but they're hard for me. This is one of my favorite pages. I was practicing hands and I did the ASL alphabet. I saw somebody online do it. I think it was Jess Karp, her name is, I think, but she did it obviously much better than me, but I did it with, brush pen, like a soft tip brush, so you can see the line variation on it. Yeah, because hands are hard enough. Let's make it even harder and use the brush pen. But I like this a lot. I'm pretty impressed that I feel like it's readable as what it is. Like you can tell if you know the ASL alphabet, you can tell that that's what it is. So, I did I think it was a tutorial. It had to be a tutorial from the Creation CC on YouTube. She has really good videos. Her voice is really calming too. I like watching her stuff. But she had done hers in watercolor, I'm fairly certain, and mine is in gouache. So, but I love how these turned out, and I even like my little date things or whatever. I think they came out kind of cute, but I really like these. And I love this. As simple as this is, I love it when all think alike. No one is thinking Walter Lippmann, and everybody's looking at you except for this guy. He's looking off somewhere else. I love that. For as simple and as dumb and as 30 seconds as it took me, it needs to be a poster or something. I love this so much. I was doing, like copycatting a Tim Burton style is what I was trying to do. On these guys, I think this in the next 2 pages, but I was trying to do more Tim Burton style, like characters or whatever. I like how she turned out quite a lot, and I like her hand. Her hand came out really. That thumb is just, it's doing it for me. And that, like I said, same thing. I did this guy with pen. I didn't even sketch first, so I was super proud of that. It's like crazy sketchy beard hair makes me happy. And is sketchy around the eyeball part, makes me happy. And I like her. She's a little, I don't know, she looks so sad. I just like her. You've seen her before. I actually took more time with her, and I do like how she came out. She's interesting. I'm hiding the hands because she can't have creepy monster hands like everybody else. She's too cute for creepy monster hands. But I do like the creepy monster hands. I was doodling on a tag, and I didn't care for these. They're really crap quality. And so I was just messing with the brush pen and did that. And again, creepy monster hand. I don't even care. I love them so much. I think they're like hilarious. did these with Prismacolor colored pencils. This one on this side is inspired by Moon MXTR on Instagram. This guy's stuff is super cool. I love his stuff. And I did her based on that, and I like how her hair came out. I'm really happy with how that hair came out. And this one, I used a photo reference on Pinterest, and I got too in the weeds with the pushing too far with the watercolors, or nope, not watercolor, Prismacolors. So her face is a little bit muddled, but I really like how it looks, and she looks, in the picture on Pinterest, the woman looks frazzled, and that's what, I like how this came out so much, because she looks like how I felt at the time. I love it. And I like her quite a lot. And I love that Moon MXTR person. Their art is awesome. These are, I was messing around. I don't know why I was doing, it must have been face day or whatever. I was messing around with different styles of stuff. I don't know. Sometimes there's a reason, sometimes there's not. There doesn't always have to be a reason. This came back. I like this quite a lot too, because I use my own arm for a reference, which is why everything is weirdly proportioned and chunky. And I like that. It's from a Guy Clark song called My Favorite Picture of You. It says, "It's just a moment in time you can't have back." And I like that quote a lot. And then this girl, again, simple. These simple ones, usually I have a hard time leaving that much negative space, but for whatever reason in this journal particularly, I was okay with the negative space. It was like, I don't know, almost like it made whatever was here be more important and more special. And even though this is like not the best drawing ever, I'm okay with that. This is from a song, nope, a poem by Edna St. Vincent Millay, that is called, I think, For Pao Chin, I think is the name of it. But it says, I have lived in cities where the song was all I had, and it's just a line from that poem that I like quite a lot. Again, same thing. This is not, I tried to do the same face. I was trying to do the same face over and over again, and I did this one first, and then I went to this one, and I was like, none of these are good, but this one I think actually came out cute, so she got the pink highlighter around her because she was the cute one. And this is neat, like the heart is a balloon and the arrow's going through it. And I like how that came out too. Again, it's simple, but I'm liking it. This and this are the same. They're both copycats of Box Trolls concept art. And I was trying to figure out how to draw buildings. It's not really good, like, perspective buildings, like at an angle. But these came out, I was like, maybe since I can't handle like a 3D perspective, I could do like a 2D perspective. And they came out way better than anything else. And all I was doing was looking at a picture and drawing what I saw. So fairly exactly. So like this one had a couple different extra details. I've added stuff in. This one I think is exact, and this one has my own, like, I changed the roof, and I changed like these lamp posts that come out of the house for some reason were not there. I changed this part of it, but not enough to call it my own. But it helped me a lot doing that. I need to do more of that kind of thing, like copy that stuff so I can so my brain can wrap around it, and then I don't have to copy anymore. I think I copied this. I'm fairly certain off of something that I saw on Pinterest. I was trying to get the bowl, and the stupid, like, big head fish. But I was trying, which looks like a cross between a puppy and the fish, the way that these fins are down here, and then this is its tail, and those are its legs. So puppy fish here. But I wanted the bowl, the way that the bowl was in the picture. It really looked like a glass bowl, and it was artwork. It wasn't a picture of a fish in a bowl. It was a painting of this fish in the bowl, but the bowl was what interested me. But I didn't want to have just an empty bowl, because then it would look weird. So I did, and the fish was in there in the original, but I don't care about the fish. I care about the bowl. That was a lot of explanation but anyways, I just want the bowl to be good. And the bowl is fine enough in my example. This is another one. This is, it says strongly inspired by Moon, but I'm pretty sure it's a fairly close copycat. Moon MXTR, same person as this one. I like this, how this turned out so much. Again, that person very much inspires me. I like their artwork. This is my attempt at my art that Glenn asked me for. And again, I still think this turned out better than the finished one. I like this one's in the face. Like the hair came out better, I think, on the other one, but in the face, that does actually look like Glenn to me. That looks like Glenn. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm selfishly happy that it's in my art journal because I do think it looks like Glenn, quite a lot. This little, I forget. I feel like I copycatted her, but I don't remember for sure. But her little face is cute. This one I used highlighters to color her in. She's okay, but again, like negative space, I have such a hard time with that, and there seems to be so much of it in this art journal. Like you can see it as you go on. That's usually not how I roll. I like this little caterpillar. I think he's super cute. Again, these were the acrylic paint markers. And again, tearing up the page. I like that quote. How do we forgive ourselves for all the things we did not become? I like that quote a lot. This is very strongly inspired by an artist called Fred. I'm going to get it wrong. Fred Cagliari. I love his artwork. They all have you'll see because the next couple pages are all very similar, style wise, but there's something, you know how like somebody, then you find him and you're like, where have you been all my life? And that's how I feel about this guy. I like that so much. I like the colored pencils and the lightness of it too, which was my choice. I think his are all paintings and they're all fairly, I don't know what the right word is, like saturated maybe, but I like the lightness of this. And again, same deal. They have these really bulbous noses, and their eyes is the thing that I notice on his, it's the bulbous nose that I notice, I don't know, that makes it look like his stuff, I guess. And I can't do it justice, but they all do have definitely the vibe of, Fred Cagliari. So I really I enjoy his work a lot. And I like how she came out so much. I like the colors, the like light tones, like pastel-y tones or whatever. I like her face. I tried to make it like a cross between his art style and my art style, and I don't know how great that came across. And I also used a photo reference. I don't know how great it came across that's what I was trying to do, but I don't care because that's how much I like how that came out. So these are my weird little flower doodles. I think those are kind of cute. I'm okay with those. They're, again, very simple and so much white space, but I'm okay with that. This was another sort of inspired by Fred Cagliari. I did I used gouache to paint this and this. I was like experimenting with gouache, and I need to experiment more. I'll say it like that. But you don't ever, I like the colors of it. This and this colors together. It looks nice together, I think. But that's how you learn, is experimenting and making bad art. This was, the word that I want. Not sample. Swatch. Thank you, brain. It's a swatch for colors of, gouache paint that I had gotten. And then I was like, I'm gonna make these little houses. So I did. They're all little, like, stuck together houses. Like a little stuck together house village. I think it actually came out pretty cute. I like that. This poor lady, I had so much trouble with her. Whatever is on the other side leaked through. to this side, like here, and you can tell. And I was trying, and whatever, I forget, we'll get there in a minute. Whatever it was that was on the other side kept leaking through and leaking through. And just so now she's just got gross. She's real bad at eating. She got into a food fight. This thing flips up because what's under here, which is this, is oil pastels, and you can see how much transfer. I don't know if you can see that. I'm scared to stand up because I'm scared to move the camera again. The transfer, so I put that down to protect it, but I really love how this came out. I impressed myself on that. I like it quite a lot. So there you go. This was from a card from my friend Gail, so I cut it out so it could live in my journal too. She's this poor ugly girl. I had a hard time with her. I was trying to use watercolor markers. I don't understand how to use them. Again, it was experimentation, and then I was like, this is terrible. I'll put gouache over it. No, it's still terrible. She just has to live in that ugly girl state. They can't all be winners, but it's always frustrating because stuff that's super ugly ends up next to stuff that you really like, and I really like her. I like these soft colors. Again, it's the theme of this journal, like apparently this negative space, but the soft colors of this, the like very similar soft tones, I just love how this looks. She looks so soothing to my eyebulbs. I like her. And of course, next to the poor ugliest muggly that ever existed. I like her. I think I had the moon person in mind when I did her. I think that face shape, I think. And I like how she came out. This gal is kind of, she's got issues, but she's okay. She looks like the Queen of Hearts, actually. Her head is heart shaped, so that's what we'll say. I kind of like her outfit. It's green, so, green is the superior color. This is one of those James Luke Burke like swatch dolls that I stuck in here for the Junk Journal July challenge. I forget which one she was, but even though it was like 1 second ago, but I think she's super cute. I like her. And I don't mind how this looks either. You sent me this Albert Einstein and this Robin Hood pages. Again, I think these next ones are all for Junk Journal July. I think that's what finishes out the book. So I drew him from a photo reference of Walter Matthau. I don't know that he looks like Walter Matthau, but I do enjoy that little doodly person. This one was collage clusters. I remember the prompt for that. I like how this looks. Again, pink, weird. But I'm not sure that I entirely understand collage clusters. But I do enjoy how it looks, and I stapled them together and then glued them into the book. I guess that's what you do. I don't know. But I was like, I am not waiting for glue to dry on all these layers. Kerchunk, and problem solved, So, this dragon was inspired by Ferdinand Horvath, who is I think he was a concept artist, I think, for Disney animation studios in the